Hi guys, we're back for part 2. Alright, we are on page 662. We have another picture graph. So favorite balloon colors. So the different category choices are green, blue, red, and purple. And it says that each balloon stands for one child. So the question is, which 3 colors were chosen by a total of 13 children? So we want to pick 3 different colors that when we add them up together, it equals 13. So my suggestion for you is to first count up the amount for each category. So green, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Blue, we have 1 more than 4, so we have 5. Red, we have 2 more than the 5, so we're up to 7. And purple, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so 3 of these numbers, when we add them up together, we are going to get to 13. So let's start with just like the first 3. 4 plus 5 equals 9, and 9 plus 7 equals 16. Does 16 equal 13? No. All right, let's try with the next set of numbers, 5, 7, and 4. So 5 and 7 equals 12, and 12 and 4 equals 16. That's too many. All right, let's try to maybe get rid of the 7 and just add 4, 5, and 4. 4 and 5 equals 9. 9 and 4 equals 13. So those are the 3 numbers that worked. So we have 4, 5, and 4 equals 13. So now we need to match that with what colors those went with. So 4, 5, and 4. So we have to write those 3 colors down on the line. So we have green, blue, and purple. And when we add those 3 colors together, we got a total of 13 balloons. I kind of knew to take out that 7 because the 7 was making all of the totals too big. So that's why I went with getting rid of that 7, that red. All right, number 8, use the numbers on the tiles to complete the sentence about the picture graph. So always read the picture graph, make sure you understand it. Number of pets. We have Scott, Andre, and Maddie. Scott had 3 pets, Andre had 1 pet, Maddie had 2 pets. So how many does Scott have? 1, 2, 3. Andre has blank fewer pets than Scott. So if Scott has 3 and Andre has 1, I'm going to subtract the 2. So he has 2 fewer pets than Scott. And Maddie and Scott have blank more pets than Andre. So we're going to add up Maddie and Scott's together. So we have 3 plus, how many does, Maddie has 2 and Scott has 3. So 3 plus 2 equals 5. And we're going to subtract that with Andre's, which is 1. So we get a total of 4 more pets than Andre. Okay, if you need more time on this page, go ahead and hit the pause button, but I am going to move on to the homework pages. All right, on this picture graph on page 663, it says use the picture graph to answer the questions. So the number of books read, we have Ryan, and it says each book stands for 1 book. So Ryan has 4 books, Gwen has 2 books, Anna has 6 books, and Henry has 3 books. How many books in all did Henry and Anna read? So if Henry read 3 books, plus Anna read 6 books, how many books is that all together? So we're adding up 3 plus 6 to get their total amount, so they read 9 books altogether. How many more? Subtract. Books did Ryan read than Gwen? So if Ryan read 4, and we're subtracting minus the 2 Gwen read, how many more? Subtract. Did Ryan read than Gwen? So 4 minus 2 equals he read 2 more books. How many fewer books did Gwen read than Anna? Fewer means to subtract as well. So I'm going to underline fewer and put a little subtraction sign. So Gwen read 2 and Anna read 6. So we have to subtract 6 minus 2 and we get an answer of 4. All right, Carlos read 4 books. How many children read fewer books than Carlos? So let's look up here. Fewer books would be Henry and Gwen. Gwen read 2, Henry read 3. So we're going to write in the box that there were 2 children that read fewer books. Ryan read the same amount, but that's not fewer. It says, write a few sentences to describe the different parts of a picture graph. So a picture graph is going to have a title. It's going to have categories. It's going to have a key. And it's going to have pictures. So make sure you have those 4 things. Those are the main things of a picture graph. Okay, if you need more time on this page, hit the pause button. I am moving on, so just unpause it when you are ready. We are on 664. Okay, we have another picture graph. It says our fish. Jane has 1 fish, Will has 3 fish, Gina has 4 fish, and Evan has 2 fish. Each fish stands for 1 fish. Oh, who has the most fish looking at that picture graph? Take a look. Who has the most amount? You are right. It is Gina. All right, what time is shown on the clock? So it's in between the 2 and the 3. So if it's in between, you go back. If it's in between, you go back. All right, so it's in between the 2 and the 3, so we have to go back to the 2. And then we are going to start at the 12, and we're going to count by 5s to figure out the minute hand. So we're at 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So it is 2:55. Do we know if that's odd or not odd or even? Do we know if that's AM or PM? No, they didn't give us any hints, so just leave it how it is. All right, each unit cube is about 1 centimeter long. What is the length of that paper clip? We have 1, 2, 3. It's about 3 centimeters long. And then finally, look at that group of coins. What is that total value? So we have 2 quarters, which get 5 dots each, a nickel, which gets 1 dot, and a penny, which gets no dots. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56 cents. All right, that is it for today. So I hope you did well with our picture graph lesson 10.2. This chapter only has 6 lessons in it, so we only have 4 more to go until the chapter review. All right, if you have any questions, make sure you email me or you can ask me some questions on Google Classroom. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.